How you doing? I'm Callan and this is Slapped Ham. This is the place where we curate the scariest clips going around the internet, so hit that subscribe button and get ready for more freaky content. Just like this. This first eerie photo on our list was submitted to our Facebook community page by Hernandez Jessica. These two men were enjoying a night out when they decided to take a snap to remember the evening by. At first, they thought nothing of it, but when they reviewed the photo the next day, they couldn't believe what they were seeing. Behind them, you can make out what looks like the transparent face of a woman. No one else was in the street when this pic was taken. So could this really be a ghost, or just a bit of clever Photoshop manipulation? Let me know where you land on this one in the comments down below. In a curious twist that's setting social media ablaze, a recent TikTok video by user UnknownKing47YT has added fuel to the intriguing Our Local Moon conspiracy theory. The video captures a person aiming a laser pointer at the moon, which the poster refers to as their local moon, hinting at the belief that our moon might not be a natural satellite but something more artificial and closer than we think. But what happens next in the video is what's truly baffling. Take a look. Moments after the laser is pointed at the moon, a white dot in the sky, which appears to be a star, seems to respond by emitting a laser-like beam back towards Earth. This unexpected occurrence has left viewers stunned and confused, sparking a fresh wave of discussion around the already controversial Our Local Moon theory. This theory proposes that the moon is not a natural celestial body, but could be an artificial construct deliberately placed in Earth's orbit by unknown entities. Adherents to this theory point to various anomalies in the moon's size, distance, and orbit as indications that it doesn't behave like a typical natural satellite. While lacking in scientific evidence, this theory captivates those fascinated by space mysteries and the possibility of undisclosed cosmic influences. As for the video, skeptics and believers alike are divided. Some argue that the exchange of lasers could be a clever editing trick, or a mere coincidence involving a distant satellite or other explainable celestial phenomena. Meanwhile, proponents of Our Local Moon theory see it as potential evidence of their belief in the moon's unusual nature. Regardless of its authenticity, the video has certainly achieved viral status, bringing the enigmatic Our Local Moon theory back into the limelight, inviting both believers and skeptics to ponder the mysteries of our celestial neighbour. Throughout history, there have been countless tales and anecdotes of ghosts or spirits interacting with the living world. These entities are often believed to retain certain emotional ties or unresolved issues, prompting them to manifest in various ways. Interactions can range from subtle signs like unexplained sounds, cold drafts, or moved objects, to more direct encounters, such as apparitions or tactile experiences. Some cultures and spiritual beliefs posit that these spirits may be seeking closure or attempting to convey a message, while others see them as omens or warnings. In this video, posted to Facebook by Ahmed Shah, we see possible evidence of one such interaction. The video shows what appears to be a dark, ghostly figure interacting with two dogs. The dogs look apprehensive as they approach the figure, even when it appears to place treats on the ground. Like so many videos of this nature, there's very little accompanying information, making it difficult to critique what we're actually seeing. If the ghostly figure is simply a normal person, one does have to wonder why they appear transparent and out of focus when all the other elements in the clip are clearly visible. Unfortunately, until more information comes to hand, this video and the identity of the strange ghostly figure will have to remain a mystery. In a follow-up to our August report, fresh details have emerged from the heart of the Amazon jungle, where Peruvian villagers from Alto Nanay, northeast of Lima, have been living in fear of alleged alien attacks. The indigenous Iquito community in Alto Nanay began reporting eerie nighttime assaults by mysterious entities on the 11th of July. These beings, as described by the locals, are reminiscent of fantastical characters from popular movies, evoking images of the Predator and Spider-Man's nemesis, the Green Goblin. Distinctive features include their towering 7-foot stature, protective armored exterior, broad heads, and captivating yellow eyes. Recently, this unsettling narrative gained more traction when a photograph purportedly from the region surfaced. This striking image displays an unfamiliar glowing humanoid entity, seemingly emitting a golden luminescence as it ambles past a tree. Labeling these uninvited visitors as Los Paraquiras, or the face peelers, community members have furnished a vivid description of these beings. From rounded shoes that allow them to levitate to elongated heads adorned with masks covering their yellow eyes, these creatures are unlike anything known to the residents. What's more, their seeming invulnerability is causing significant distress. Reports include tales of villagers attempting to defend themselves, shooting at these beings, only for the bullets to have no effect, allowing the creatures to vanish unhindered. As panic and concern continues to spread, the community leaders have reached out, pleading for assistance to combat this looming threat. The pervasive fear has disrupted the villagers' routines, with children too afraid to sleep and mothers keeping constant vigil through the night. Furthermore, the eerie accounts from Alto Nanay resonate with local folklore. Some villagers have drawn parallels between these alien entities and the legendary Paraquiras, mythical creatures believed to prey on human faces, fat, and vital organs. While local authorities have visited and surveyed the site, it remains unclear whether any conclusive evidence supporting the village's claims has been uncovered. For now, the mystery of the Amazon's face peelers remains unsolved, leaving a community in desperate search for answers and assistance. In the vast world of the internet, where tales of the strange and unusual often find a home, one Reddit post has caught the attention of many. User The Scary Fairy shared a bone-chilling account of unexplainable events experienced by them and their roommates in an apartment they once shared. The video shows the roommate investigating some eerie sounds in the apartment.
I just heard something fucking loud as fucking bathroom.
As they enter the bathroom, this happens.
That was up there.
A bottle falls off a shelf, seemingly unaided.
Oh shit!
But this was far from an isolated incident. The OP recounts a series of hair-raising experiences that would send shivers down anyone's spine. One chilling memory shared by the OP involves the mysterious voice of a roommate. One evening, while tucked in bed, they distinctly heard a female roommate's voice call out to them from the living room. Upon investigation, they found the apartment eerily quiet with no one awake. The next morning, the very same roommate asked if the OP had called out to her the previous night. Neither of them could explain the ghostly echo of the other's voice. In another incident, during a Christmas celebration, an apparition of their boyfriend's brother appeared in a doorway. However, a swift turn revealed he was standing right beside the OP, and the figure in the doorway had now vanished into thin air. While these incidents could be brushed off as tricks of the light or the mind playing games, the Scary Fairy's description of a prank gone wrong adds another layer to the mystery. An attempt to spook a seemingly crouched figure behind a corner ended with the realization that there was no one there at all. The OP isn't alone in their eerie experiences. Every resident of the apartment, all 5 of them, have had their fair share of tingling tales. So does this mean the apartment is truly haunted? While concrete evidence may be elusive, for the former residents, the memories of their otherworldly encounters are very much real. Here's a quick little piece of home security footage that's been spooking viewers on YouTube. It was captured during the night in the home of YouTube user Blantzarella9518. While the family is sound asleep, something eerie happens. Looks like the young child is pulled by an unseen presence. Unfortunately, there's very little other information relating to this clip. Some viewers think the young child was pulled by a spirit, while others think it was simply an unusual movement in their sleep. As always, I'd love to hear your opinions on this one in the comments down below. This next weird clip was posted to X by user Paranormal. A motorist was heading home at 3 AM when they spotted this unnerving sighting. Some viewers said the woman might be filming a TikTok video, but given the 3 AM time slot, it is unlikely. Others said she might be suffering from a mental illness or perhaps on drugs. Either way, seeing this on your way home at night is sure to give you the chills.
So we started,
While recording a tutorial on painting techniques, artist John Kidd inadvertently captured an unusual occurrence on camera. Take a look.
So we started, waving hankies with the recording going, and we had all. What was that going across the camera?
Upon analysing the footage on a bigger screen, he noted that the peculiar anomaly seemed to have distinct definition and shape. To him, it looked as though it stood up before moving across the screen.
What was that going across the camera? Like a bloody ghost or something. What the hell was that? That was like Most Haunted. Anyway, a ghostly figure just, I don't know if it picked up.
Intrigued, he later attempted to reproduce the mysterious sighting under similar conditions, but found himself unable to replicate the strange phenomenon. A viewer suggested that it might simply have been a dust particle, but the poster noted that he had been filming in that room for 18 months and nothing like this had ever happened before.
Like a bloody ghost or something.
So as always, we'll throw this one over to you, the viewers. What do you think the camera's captured here? A paranormal entity or something far more mundane? Love to know your take on this one down below.
Like a bloody ghost or something. What the hell was that?
A recent TikTok video by user Old Fogey John has the platform buzzing with intrigue. Filmed during a nighttime stroll in the woods, the video reveals something rather unsettling. Take a look. An unidentified entity appears in the darkness. The startling appearance has led some viewers to speculate that the creature could be a skinwalker, a being from Native American folklore, particularly among the Navajo. Skinwalkers are believed to be shape-shifting witches with malevolent intentions. However, as unsettling as the footage might be, it's hard to determine if it's genuine evidence of the supernatural, clever editing, or a well-timed prank. Whatever the case, Old Fogey John's eerie encounter remains a topic of heated discussion among TikTok users. In a peculiar twist on the usual Google Maps discoveries, users recently stumbled upon an image that left them scratching their heads. Captured on Google Street View in the town of Buff, southeast of Salt Lake City, Utah, near the Bears Ears Visitors Center, was a bizarre sight. A strange, naked creature with long, floppy arms. The odd figure appears to be dashing across a field, limbs trailing behind it in an almost comical fashion. The image, depicting what seemed like a nude entity in a desolate area, quickly became a topic of debate and speculation. Was it an undiscovered creature, an alien visitor? The theories were as wild as the image itself. However, the truth behind this mysterious sighting turned out to be far less fantastical. The so-called creature was actually just a farm scarecrow designed to keep unwanted animals and overly curious visitors at bay. So it appears this incident serves as a reminder of the unexpected surprises that Google Maps can reveal, from the mundane to the bizarre, and how easily our perceptions can be led astray by unusual visuals captured out of context. Here's some spooky CCTV footage captured in a restaurant. It was posted to TikTok by user Maria Garcia 6. The security footage shows an employee cleaning up for the night when suddenly something unsettling happens. Watching that again, it looks like the employee gets pushed by some sort of unseen presence. You can hear the disbelief of other employees who are filming the security feed with their phones. So how do you explain this strange incident? Could it be the work of something supernatural, or did the employee just fall over? Watch the clip again and make your own mind up. A homeowner in Japan, deeply troubled by inexplicable occurrences in their house, has turned to technology in hopes of proving a haunting. For several years, the owner has been documenting unusual incidents on their YouTube channel, Yama Q. The incidents became so strange and so frequent, the owner did some research on the property. They found that a previous owner had died in the house from a terrible illness. The efforts to capture proof of these bizarre events include setting up GoPro cameras throughout the residence, leading to a series of chilling videos. The first of these captures some strange activity in the bathroom, where objects seem to move independently, accompanied by unexplained noises. This footage alone has raised more questions than answers among viewers. In a more unsettling development, a subsequent video reveals the sound of wailing or crying emanating from their lounge room. When investigated, the source of these disturbing noises remains elusive. The homeowner's search for a rational explanation comes up empty, with no visible cause for the distressing auditory phenomena.
見ると誰もいなくて声が外から聞こえてこれめっちゃ怖いんですよ
The eerie experiences escalate in a third video captured at 11:30 p.m. in November 2021. The crying and moaning intensify, compelling the homeowner to take a drastic measure. Take a look. They hurl boiling water in the direction of the sounds in desperation and frustration. This series of incidents has led the homeowner to the unnerving conclusion that they may be experiencing paranormal activity, linked to the spirit of the former owner whose death from a severe illness in the house now casts a shadow over its current inhabitant. As each new video is released, viewers are left to ponder whether this Japanese home truly harbours a restless ghost, echoing the former owner's suffering.
Probably 2 more.
When cemetery explorer and history hunter Serenity Sue was contacted by a subscriber informing her that they believed she'd caught a ghost in a previous upload, she had to rewatch the footage to see for herself. In the video, which was captured at a cemetery in Enniscorthy Island, the ghostly figure can be hard to see. Take a look and see if you can spot it.
So I asked her to screenshot or send me more information about it. Now I've put an arrow there to show you exactly where Simone has pointed out this capture.
When the footage is slowed down, a zoom reveals what appears to be a woman with dark-coloured hair beside a gravestone. Watch carefully as the figure then seems to turn their head. Enniscorthy, like many towns in Ireland with rich histories, has its share of ghost stories and legends. Ireland's long history, spanning from ancient times through various invasions and uprisings, provides a backdrop for numerous tales of the supernatural. Nestled in the heart of Enniscorthy, this majestic castle has been an emblem of the town's history since the 13th century. Over the centuries, the castle has witnessed countless events, from battles and sieges to celebrations and ceremonies. Given its storied past, it's hardly a surprise that tales of spectral sightings and mysterious happenings have become intertwined with its legacy. Whispered legends speak of former inhabitants who never truly left, soldiers from bygone eras still patrolling the corridors, and unseen presences that occasionally make themselves known. Visitors and locals alike share tales of ghostly encounters, adding to the rich tapestry of the castle's enigmatic history. Another local landmark that's said to be haunted is Vinegar Hill. Dominating the landscape and offering a panoramic view of Enniscorthy, Vinegar Hill stands as a silent witness to one of Ireland's most significant battles in 1798. The echoes of that fateful confrontation between the rebels and British forces seem to reverberate through time. Legends and tales passed down through generations suggest that the spirits of those who met their tragic end during the battle have not found peace. Many locals and visitors have recounted chilling experiences, from hearing the haunting cries of phantom soldiers to witnessing ethereal figures engaged in spectral combat. These otherworldly occurrences seem to intensify as the anniversary of the battle approaches, making Vinegar Hill not just a historic landmark, but also a place imbued with mystery and the echoes of battles long past. So then, does this video captured by Serenity Sue add to the ghostly legends of this old town? Or is there another way to explain what's being caught on camera here? Watch the footage again and judge for yourself. Caracas, Venezuela witnessed an inexplicable event on the 6th of September 2023 as a storm blanketed the city. As torrential rains came pouring down, so did unidentified objects, leaving residents in a state of shock and wonder. Dennis Guzman was among the first to document this eerie occurrence. His footage, shared on X, captures what seems to be a dark object plummeting from the sky. It can be hard to see at first, but if you slow it down, you can see a dark object falling from the air. Initial reactions from viewers ranged from skepticism to curiosity. Some attributed the phenomenon to a mere water droplet sliding down a window pane. However, with a closer examination of the video, you can see the unidentified object falls behind a distant skyscraper. This subtle detail ignited a flurry of debate among netizens. Just as the online debate was heating up, a second piece of footage emerged from another part of Caracas. Gene Tarantino, unaware of Guzman's earlier post, recorded a strikingly similar incident. The mysterious object in his video, when slowed down, closely resembles the one captured by Guzman. Considerable number of residents, fueled by popular culture and age-old tales, proposed extraterrestrial explanations. Some thought it could be debris from an alien spacecraft, or perhaps even probes sent by distant civilizations to study our planet. Others, however, thought atmospheric conditions caused satellites or space debris to re-enter Earth's atmosphere prematurely. With Caracas lying near the equator, where many satellites have their orbital paths, this theory seemed plausible to some. Despite the barrage of theories, however, no conclusive explanation has emerged as of yet. Authorities and meteorological experts in Venezuela are said to be analysing the events of that night. Until more information comes to light, the residents of Caracas are left with an enduring mystery.
¿Qué tal? Buenas noches. Buenas noches, gente bonita, a todos mis seguidores.
A series of chilling TikTok videos shared by a security guard during his overnight shifts at a Bodega Herrera store in Mexico has captivated millions. The guard, who live streams his overnight work hours to his TikTok account, Gira Miraz Rivera, has recently encountered inexplicable phenomena triggering a buzz online. Over the last few months, the guard has noticed some strange activity around the store, particularly at night when all patrons and other employees have long gone home. In one video, a seemingly sentient shopping cart moves on its own, visibly unnerving the lone guard.
Y pues más que nada agradecer a todos los seguidores. El carro. Oh, no man.
But it was a subsequent recording that sent shivers down the spines of over 19 million viewers. The guard narrates his unsettling experience at 3:20 AM when the store should have been empty.
No hay nadie. Miren.
Despite a thorough check confirming no one else was present, he captures what appears to be a shadowy figure lurking near the entrance.
Eso que se mira ahí. Eso negro que se ve ahí. Miren, ya se movió. ¡Oh!
The harrowing visual of a dark shape meandering at the end of an aisle has sparked a viral debate, with many calling for a logical explanation.
Miren, ya se movió. ¡Oh! Está caminando.
Further deepening the mystery, a follow-up video highlights a second phantom-like figure, enhanced by a slowed-down frame that reveals a turning head.
Ahí está, clarito, miren. ¿Dónde está? Ahí desapareció.
So is this Bodega Herrera store really haunted? While the security guard insists his intention is not to seek fame, but to find answers, the online community is left grappling with the enigma of these eerie nightly visitors. As of now, the strange occurrences at this discount store remain unexplained, leaving viewers and skeptics alike questioning what lurks in the shadows after dark. The allure of the supernatural never ceases to captivate, especially when the tales come from places steeped in history. A recent video uploaded by TikTok user The Darwood provides intriguing evidence that spirits might be more than just figments of our imagination. The eerie footage was taken at the Osan Air Base in South Korea, a place that's seen its fair share of bloodshed and sorrow. Captured in the military hospital's emergency room parking area, the video's source is as unexpected as the content itself, a modified Xbox Kinect camera. While this equipment might be more familiar to gamers, it's recently gained popularity among paranormal investigators, thanks to its ability to detect and map out human forms, even those that may not be visible to the naked eye. Take a look at what the camera's caught.
So who's on the bike?
A spectral figure seems to be interacting with a scooter. It also appears over some push bikes, suggesting a lingering presence around the base.
Looks like I might be just getting the bike. Who's riding the bike then?
Osan Air Base's history is steeped in conflict. Operated by the US military as an aircraft facility, it's witnessed the devastating consequences of war. The 1951 bayonet charge is a particularly grim chapter in its past. It was a brutal attempt to rid the area below Seoul of communist forces, resulting in significant casualties. Such episodes of violence often imprint themselves on locations, leading to tales of restless spirits and inexplicable phenomena. Among the many stories associated with the base, one stands out for its eerie nature. Numerous American military occupants have reported encounters with the spectre of a Korean woman wearing red. She's said to loom over sleeping soldiers, casting a paralyzing spell that only lifts upon her exit. These accounts have become so renowned that the base now hosts an annual Halloween haunted hospital walkthrough, allowing visitors to immerse themselves in the chilling folklore. Connecting the base's tumultuous past with the recent paranormal footage, one is compelled to wonder, does Osan Air Base truly house restless spirits? While skeptics might dismiss such claims, the base's bloody history combined with the current evidence makes for a compelling case.
Are you on the bike plane? For real?
An unsettling piece of footage shared on TikTok by user elkakui.tv has sparked a wave of speculation and debate online. The origins of this home security video are shrouded in mystery, but it's the accompanying story that's truly chilling. Rumours circulating alongside the footage tell a heart-wrenching tale. Allegedly, the child seen in the video had tragically died after being struck by a car while out riding his bike. What makes the footage eerie is that it was reportedly captured several days after the fatal accident. The video shows a young boy sitting on a bike in a driveway. He then rides off, where he seems to vanish into thin air. This inexplicable disappearance has led some viewers to believe that the video might show the spirit of the deceased boy. They suggest that the young soul, unaware of his passing, continues to linger around his home, engaging in the familiar and comforting activity of riding his bike. However, skepticism surrounds this interpretation. Critics point out the lack of verifiable origins of the footage and the story's basis in hearsay. Without concrete evidence or clear provenance, the video's authenticity remains questionable. So is this footage a genuine ghost sighting, capturing the tragic aftermath of a young life lost too soon? Or is it merely a product of internet folklore, weaving a narrative around an otherwise explainable video? As it stands, the video leaves more questions than answers, fueling both belief in the paranormal and skepticism in equal measure. In an eerie photograph shared on Reddit by user UniqueApe3, a chilling and ambiguous dark figure can be seen ominously lingering near a woman seated in a restaurant. The poster, whose family owns the restaurant, notes that the woman is a close friend of their aunt, who can be seen on the left-hand side of the captured frame. Strangely, the uploader also mentions that the woman was believed to have been cursed by her own family. Although they don't dive into the details of this curse, they did note feeling a dark energy surrounding her when they first met. As is often the case, several astute Redditors believe that there might be a simpler, non-paranormal explanation for this strange dark shape. They think it could actually be a hooker that's sitting on the table in the foreground. This could be the case as you can see the woman holding a red pipe connected to a hose. So what do you think about this one? Is the dark shape somehow related to the woman's supposed curse, or is it more likely just the hooker in the foreground? Let me know what you think down below. Nestled deep in South Africa's landscape, roughly 300 kilometers east of Johannesburg, near the town of Umpalutsi in Mpumalanga, lies a peculiar geological formation. On the vertical face of a granite outcropping stands a massive footprint that stretches an impressive 1.2 meters from toe to heel. This region, which brushes the borders of Swaziland, is no stranger to mysteries, but this particular discovery has sparked significant intrigue. Footage from the renowned South African politician and explorer Michael Tellinger shows him analysing this so-called giant's footprint.
The giant footprint, in my opinion, probably the greatest example of a giant footprint in rock. I haven't seen anything better yet. It was first discovered in 1931 by a farmer or a guy around this area called Stoffel Coetzee, who was hunting in this area.
According to Tellinger's estimates, a creature towering between 7 to 7.5 meters would be required to make such a colossal imprint.
Well, he refers to this as the place where the ogres once used to live. The ogres and the man-eating giants that used to live in this part of the world.
But how could this be possible? While the footprint's origin is puzzling, even Tellinger, its most passionate advocate, recognizes the challenges in explaining its existence. The notion of a giant meandering through molten granite kilometers beneath the Earth's surface is perplexing. However, Tellinger offers a captivating theory. Ancient giants involved in mining activities might have stepped into a slurry of wet, powdered granite, which then dried and preserved the footprint's impression. Over time, geological shifts could have moved this originally horizontal imprint to its now vertical position. This theory gains intrigue when one considers the site's geological context. The Umpalutsi batholith, where the footprint lies, is part of an ancient rock unit dating back an astonishing 3.1 billion years. The batholith's age, combined with the footprint's mysterious origin, prompts us to ask, who or what could have left such a mark? Enter the Nephilim, mysterious beings referenced in biblical and other ancient texts. Often described as the offspring of the sons of God and the daughters of men, the Nephilim have been portrayed as giants. Biblical accounts, notably in the book of Genesis, depict them as mighty warriors and men of renown. Other ancient tales and folklore from various cultures also speak of giant beings that once roamed the earth. Could the footprint in Mpumalanga be a relic of these mythical beings?
This is not a carving, this is real.
While the Nephilim and their tales are fascinating, they are of course shrouded in myth and religious interpretation. Still, the footprint's existence is an undeniable fact. Could it be a mere geological anomaly, or truly a testament to giants walking the earth in ancient times? As researchers continue to study the footprint and its origins, one thing's certain: the stories and theories it inspires will keep us wondering about the limits of our understanding and the vast tapestry of Earth's history.
Here we are. We can't wish this away. Here it is. What's fascinating about it, it's obviously very clearly a footprint. You can't misinterpret this as anything else other than a footprint.
What is that?
We recently reported on an eerie story of an alleged haunted home owned by TikTok user Win McPix. For months now, this homeowner has been posting videos of the strange and eerie activity that's been transpiring around his house.
I asked you if you gotta go or you gotta go downstairs or something, wherever you're gonna go.
Well, now, in an update video, even more unsettling footage is being captured. While playing video games in his office, the OP had been noticing movement in his periphery. Suspecting something strange was happening, he placed his phone on his desk to film the office door. This is what he caught. He grabs his phone and walks around the house, capturing more eerie movement. Eventually, more strange activity is caught on camera.
Holy. Is that you making all that noise back there?
Something appears to be hiding in the laundry.
You need to get out. Dude, will you knock it off, please? You gotta get out. You're gonna lock yourself in the laundry room again? You're not leaving? You're not gonna...
Concerned for the homeowner's safety, many commenters suggested he smudge his house with sage in an effort to release any negative energy. Many thought the dark figure could be a djinn or even a shadow person. So what do you make of this eerie footage? Let your theories rip in the comments section down below. This quick yet eerie little clip was uploaded to TikTok by user EmmaJeanXO7. While staying in an Airbnb, this user started experiencing some strange things around the house. In particular, their dog was acting weirdly, staring into the air as though watching something that wasn't there. That's when suddenly, this happened. It can be hard to see at first, but if we slow it down, it looks like something spooks the dog. Then, as it retreats, a shadow appears out of nowhere as if grabbing at the dog. Strangely, a lot of people in the comments thought the shadow looked like a cat reaching out to the dog. Personally, I don't see a cat, but the shadow remains a mystery nonetheless. In a rather unsettling video shared on Reddit by the user WillJW, viewers are presented with an enigma that's hard to explain. Take a look at what it shows. Recorded by a home security camera at 2:30 AM, the footage shows an odd white shape moving around in the backyard. The mysterious presence of such an entity, captured in the dead of night, surely raises questions about what might be lurking in the shadows when the world is asleep. While the OP thought it might actually be a ghost, several viewers suggested it was likely just a spider's web, water droplet, or a bug that was very close to the lens. However, the OP provided some more context, mentioning that they've installed hundreds of CCTV systems in the past. While they've encountered issues with spider webs and water droplets, none of them ever appeared quite like this. They go on to note that this particular device is in a position where no water can get onto it, and the sighting also triggered the human detection system on the camera. With this additional context, one does have to wonder if this camera really has captured something paranormal. For now at least, the cause of this anomaly will have to remain a mystery. In August 2020, a chilling piece of home security footage shared by YouTube user jbish26 sparked a blend of curiosity and unease among viewers. Captured while the homeowner was vacationing in Oregon, leaving his residence in Washington state unattended for over 4 days, the video has raised more questions than answers. The footage, sourced from a Wise home security camera, offers a view of the living room. At around the 22-second mark, something eerie happens. A figure with clearly visible eyes and head eerily peeks from the hallway out into the living room. This sudden appearance is particularly alarming considering the homeowner's insistence that the house was empty. He stated, "I've gone over that footage a dozen times and there was no one coming into the house and no one leaving. I have cameras on the front porch and in the basement also." This assertion eliminates the possibility of an unnoticed intruder entering or leaving the premises. Further intensifying the eerie atmosphere, at the 33-second mark, a lamp in the room mysteriously turns itself on. Throughout the video, viewers have also noticed orb-like shapes moving across the room. While some argue these could be mere dust particles, the context of other strange happenings in the video lends these observations a more ominous interpretation. The identity of the figure in the hallway remains a complete mystery. Could it be an unwelcome visitor? Or, as some suggest, something more spectral, a ghostly presence lingering in the house? The homeowner's confirmation of no entries or exits only adds to the enigma. So, let me know where you land on this eerie footage in the comments down below. In early October, Reddit became a hub of wild theories thanks to a peculiar post. It all revolved around an unexpected anomaly posted on Planefinder, the UK-based real-time flight tracking service. Known for its comprehensive flight data, including aircraft speed, elevation, destination, and flight numbers, Planefinder has earned the trust of enthusiasts and professionals alike since its launch back in 2009. But the latest incident has even the staunchest believers scratching their heads. An unidentified aircraft was observed zipping over France at a mind-boggling speed of Mach 14 at an altitude of around 70,000 feet. To put this in perspective, Mach 1 represents the speed of sound, approximately 767 miles per hour. Thus, Mach 14 translates to over 10,700 miles per hour. To break it down even further, if a car were to travel at a typical highway speed of around 60 miles per hour, this aircraft would have covered the distance from New York to Los Angeles in less than 15 minutes. This is an astonishing pace, especially when considering the world's fastest commercial aircraft, the Concorde, had a top speed of just over Mach 2. Moreover, the 70,000-foot altitude at which the craft was moving is noteworthy. Such altitudes are typically reserved for high-altitude reconnaissance aircraft like the U-2 spy plane. Commercial aircraft, for context, generally cruise at altitudes between 30 and 40,000 feet. The Reddit community, known for its penchant for mysteries, quickly jumped into action. Theories ranged from extraterrestrial visitors making a quick flyby of Earth to top-secret military experimental crafts breaking barriers that were hitherto considered insurmountable. The idea that it might be a hacker's trick using false script injection to distort the data on Planefinder also gained traction among skeptics. Yet, despite the swirling theories and the inherent excitement, there's a sobering truth at the heart of this enigma. We still don't have concrete answers. As of now, there's been no official statement or explanation from Planefinder, aviation experts, or authorities about the mysterious aircraft. The ever-vibrant community over on Reddit is no stranger to mysterious posts that divide users between skeptics and believers. However, a recent submission by user OpeningBird9599 has caused quite a stir, particularly among those interested in the paranormal. During Christmas 2021, the OP attended a festive party with friends and captured a moment on a Polaroid camera. The photograph shows four friends, all smiles, seemingly caught in a joyful, unscripted moment. Yet it's the background of the picture that's truly unnerving. Eerily manifesting through a closed door behind the group are what appear to be a set of disembodied hands. The uploader says they didn't notice anything unusual at the time, certainly not a pair of ghostly hands merging through a door. At first glance, many might jump to the conclusion that such an oddity is the result of digital trickery. However, the very nature of the Polaroid photograph challenges that notion. Given that it's virtually impossible to digitally manipulate a Polaroid directly, this seems to reduce the likelihood of a hoax, at least in terms of post-production tampering. The post garnered significant attention, with commenters diving deep into speculation. Many felt that this could be genuine evidence of a haunting, perhaps tied to the tragic history of someone who once resided in that very apartment. Others sought more mundane explanations, suggesting tricks of light, shadows, or unnoticed items in the room that could have created the illusion of phantom hands. Regardless of one's belief, the photograph reignites a timeless debate. Can cameras truly capture the inexplicable, or are we merely witnessing optical illusions and tricks of the mind?
You have checked in with your wife and your...
In a remarkable coincidence, an elderly man with dementia who had been reported missing in Maine was discovered by a local news crew who were there to cover his disappearance. While broadcasting live in May 2013, Norm Caracas, a reporter with ABC's WMTW in Portland, was unexpectedly approached by Robert McDonough, the subject of their report.
We won't.
I'm Jerry, man. Been looking for you for a while. You heard or anything?
McDonough appeared in the background, walking towards the news crew, and as he got closer to Caracas, who was positioned outside McDonough's residence, he asked what was going on.
Well, sometimes timing is everything, Aaron and Shannon, and good news and a happy ending right now. The gentleman behind us you're looking at, that is Robert McDonough. We were doing our last live shot at the bottom of the hour, and we saw a gentleman just kind of walk up behind us, and he identified himself as Bob McDonough.
The community had been gripped by worry as the man had been missing for 14 hours. Local authorities had promptly launched an intensive search operation, enlisting the aid of both official resources and concerned citizens. While the news crew was on site to provide updates on the search efforts, when they unexpectedly stumbled upon the missing individual, it was a heartening moment, captured live as the reporter and crew realised they had found the very person the entire community was desperately searching for. Gratefully, he was found in stable health, albeit a little disoriented.
This is a great ending to this story. He's been missing since 4 o'clock yesterday, and the wardens have been out here.
Social media users have been stirred into a frenzy following a discovery by TikTok user Amy Pendleton, who was navigating through Google Maps when she encountered an eerie image near Gilson Cemetery in Nashua, New Hampshire. Take a look. What appears to be a translucent figure lurking in the roadside foliage has captured the imagination of ghost enthusiasts and skeptics alike. Gilson Cemetery is notorious for otherworldly phenomena. Glowing orbs, inexplicable fogs, and spectral figures such as a woman in white haunting its grounds have been reported. Auditory horrors like screams and the sensation of being pushed by unseen forces add to the macabre ambience. A child's grave marked by a mysterious round hole further fuels the local lore, with theories ranging from a bullet impact to a treasure map clue. The figure on Google Maps with its ghostly visage seems to be the latest chapter in the cemetery's haunted narrative. Believers suggest it's a supernatural manifestation, while skeptics attribute it to digital anomalies or photographic quirks. As the image circulates, it beckons both paranormal enthusiasts and skeptics to Gilson Cemetery's enigmatic domain, each eager to uncover the truth or experience a brush with the unknown. When a Redditor, known by the username FRG00, shared a story about a seemingly ordinary day, it quickly took a mysterious turn. The user's mother had chosen to capture a live photo of a decorative piece adorning their dining room table. Yet when they reviewed the photo, they discovered an unexpected detail. In the background of the image, there appears to be a subtle movement. The Redditor believes that this movement is the apparition of their beloved dog, which sadly passed away roughly a year prior to this incident. This intriguing tale not only speaks to the love and bond shared between pets and their owners, but also adds to the myriad of stories suggesting that spirits might, at times, linger among the living. Animal spirits are believed by many to be the ethereal manifestations of deceased pets that once shared a deep bond with their human companions. These spectral creatures are thought to occasionally visit their former homes, evoking a comforting or eerie presence depending on one's beliefs. Witnesses often recount hearing familiar sounds, like the jingle of a collar or the soft padding of paws, even when no physical animal is present. Some claim to have seen translucent figures resembling their beloved pets, while others experience a fleeting touch, reminiscent of a nuzzle or a brush against the leg. So could this clip really show the spirit of the Redditor's deceased dog? Or is there another way to explain what we're seeing here? Watch the video again and let me know your thoughts in the comments down below. This is some eerie CCTV footage that was posted to LiveLeak some years ago by user Real Ghost World. For some months, the owner of this car repair shop suspected that something unusual was happening around the property. Eerie whispering sounds were often reported and objects would appear in different spots around the shop. Thinking that an employee was playing a prank, the owner decided to check the CCTV footage for evidence. This is what the cameras caught. A strange black mist appears to enter the shop. While this first sighting could be mistaken for a bug on the lens, a second camera corroborates the incident, this time in the office. There's no mistaking this second image for a bug on the lens. It's a humanoid shape that seems to shuffle down the hallway. So could this old repair shop really be haunted? Watch the footage again and make your own mind up. This last eerie photo on our list was brought to our attention by Reddit user DangerousOil5750. The pic was captured during a hugely popular sale at a Power Max Center, an authorized reseller of Apple products. As customers lined up to enter the store, a series of snaps were captured. In one of the photos, something eerie seems to have been caught. One of the patrons appears to have no head. The rest of the customers don't seem to notice as they patiently line up to enter the store. One customer who attended the sale that day said they didn't notice anything strange at the time, certainly not a headless man. So what do you think's going on here then? Is it just some cheeky Photoshop fun to drum up hype for the sale, or did something genuinely paranormal take place here? As always, I'd love to hear your opinions on this one in the comments down below. Well, that's the end of the episode. Thank you so much for watching. Now remember to subscribe to our other YouTube channels. We've got Slapped Ham Mysteries, that's more in-depth true crime style stuff. We've also got Slapped Ham Shorts, that's quick fire, short form content in your inbox every single day of the week. There's links to those channels in the description box down below there. And that's it for me. I'll see you all next time.